Lord, he gonna get that crazy girl pregnant, ain't he? Mm, 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 mm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, let's get into season 19, episode 7 of Married at First Sight. All right, we are 44 days out from decision day. We see Will is preparing to travel for work, so he's going to be gone for a few days. Him and Ashley appear to be on good terms, and it's still just a weird dynamic that I'm not here for. We also see that Rhonda and Pat have made ups because you remember she walked out. She went to walk the dog once they had that blow up after they met with I forgot. I forgot who they met with, one of the experts. But now at this point in the episode, it appears that they have made up and are back on good terms. Then we see Jocelyn and her mom discussing the potential post-nup that Josh brought up to her. Her mom is concerned because she's like, hey, look, what if you decide to become a stay at home mom? Which her mom is kind of triggering what happened to her, basically, where she had to start over, after being a stay at home mom for so long. And then it's just, you kind of have to rebuild from nothing. That's why I tell women, always have your own stuff, always just have that account somewhere in case some shenanigans go down. But my thing is, I do think that a post-nuptial agreement is a great idea. You can structure it however you want it to be. Like put it into the contract saying, "Hey, if we decide to have, me stay at home and not work, this is what needs to happen financially for me to feel safe." Depending on the amount of kids, like you can really nitpick this thing and have everything in that contract. So I do think a postnuptial agreement is a good idea. You can structure it however you want. Then we see Jalen and Josh meeting with Dr. Pia, and now one, I think Josh is still not being his full self. I still think they're living in this honeymoon cloud of everything's okay, and we kind of see that kind of breaking when they meet with Dr. Pia because she comes in saying I'm gonna shake this up a little bit, but Josh decides that he no longer wants the post nup, which is like, I thought you said your business partner kind of demanded that you get this if you were going to participate in this experiment. So which one is it, Josh? Then they play this game and they have to basically say they disagree, they're neutral, or they are agree about certain things. And one of the statements that Dr. Pierre says or asks him, or one of the questions she asked him is like, are you comfortable with your partner, following their exes and, still just being interacting with each other and following them on social media? And we find out that Josh does. Him and his ex do follow each other, and it appears like they still communicate because it's one thing to still follow each other, right? But it appears, I forgot what he said, but he was like he's going to stop the communication, so that implies that there is still ongoing communication. So Josh, Josh. And Jalen's like, girl, I don't follow none of my exes, and I have them all blocked. That's what I'm talking about. Like, why is we following each other? We don't. That is unnecessary. Okay, then we get to a scene where we see Will and Brittany, and they're talking on FaceTime, and child, Brittany is like in heat. She was about to bust it open on that phone. She was like loving what she was seeing. But it was still he wasn't giving what I needed him to give to her. It was still just very awkward and just, I don't know. It's weird. Listen, Megan is batshit crazy, okay? Derek, and I hope I'm remembering that's your name because I did not write your name down on my notes for this episode. So I'm just going from my memory, which we see has been failing because I've been calling Brittany Ashley. Poor baby, he can't even talk to her. Like he's so afraid to bring stuff up, and then because he's afraid that of how she's going to react because you can't talk to her like a normal person because she's not normal. She's so defensive. It's like every time you talk to her, it's like you're going on an attack, and that's not what's happening. He's simply trying to have a conversation with you, Megan. And it's weird because I feel like you do have these walls up, Megan, and why are you come on reality TV? You don't want to talk about certain things on camera. You don't want to share with the ladies in the group settings when they have the little event later. If you are the type of person where you know you can't be like open like that, don't come on reality TV. Why does this keep happening? I am very confusion. And you go behind doors like we can't hear you. You girl, you're still mic'd up. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. But my fear is that he's going to be stuck with Megan because he's going to get her pregnant. And now you have to try to co parent with a lunatic. Y'all got to be careful who y'all be doing the stuff in because people be crazy and then you are upset because now you have to do this. Think carefully before you let go up in somebody or you let somebody let go up in you because no. Child, before I get up out of here, I just want to say Chad and his drunk ass down coming back after that party. And put that flag up, Chad. I got my good eye on you because why do you need a flag up in this apartment that you're not going to be that long term? You can't live without that flag that long. I know what that kind of might imply. So I got my good eye on you, Chad, but your drunk ass need to go somewhere and sit down. Anyway, child, that was episode 7. So this Thursday, because I thought episodes came out on Wednesday. Last week I was looking for the episodes on Wednesday. They come out on Thursday. So I believe maybe 3 more episodes are going to get released this Thursday. So we'll talk about that next week. So anyway, I'll chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.